Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year to you. It's Eric here again. Sorry for the delay, but I had some stuff to do regarding my small business. Yesterday, I went downtown to the Register of Deeds office and took my oath of office to get commissioned as an e-notary. It's already commissioned as a notary public, physical paperwork. But now I'm commissioned as an e-notary, meaning electronic documents and everything. So let's set that aside. So I was thinking about the Three Stooges yesterday. However, I can't remember which one is the stupid one. But here's the thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG, the representative from the 14th District in Georgia, she's creating, they got their oath on the 3rd, last Friday. And again, transferring of power, no issue or anything. 4 years ago, But anyway, she is going to create a bill, and I think most of y'all have seen the headlines about changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico. I'm not making this up. Yes, the first thing that she is going to do, according to Smart News, is that creating a bill to change the name from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America or Gulf of United States, something like that. Why is she doing that? Because President-elect Trump is wanting that to be done on the first day after his inauguration. Yes. And on top of that, he wants to buy Greenland, the east neighbor of Canada. And of course, a lot of people, he was talking about Justin Trudeau as the governor of the 51st state. And of course, on all social platforms, a lot of people saying, really? If we go ahead and get the 51st state, Canada, not Puerto Rico, but Canada, our northern neighbor, as the 51st state, it would be the largest Democrat state. A blue state, not a red state, a blue state. And I guarantee you, if some reason that we could get them, Canada, as our 51st state, there will be another civil war because they will secede from the United States. Why? Because on the west side of the planet, they have the best LGBTQ rights. They have national health care. Yes. Now, they're not perfect. They're not. But they could be a little bit more perfect than we are. However, what I don't like is that all that snow. But anyway. But yeah, he also wants to buy Greenland. And guess who went to Greenland yesterday? Donnie Jr. He went to Greenland to start setting it up to get Greenland bought. And again, Smart News said that there is a possibility, Trump says, that he would use the military to get Greenland. Now, using the military, that's an expansion, meaning a dictator. Expansion, land expansion. But, let's go back to the Gulf of Mexico. So the United States controls half of the Gulf of Mexico, half, not the entire Gulf, but half. Mexico and Cuba controls the other half. If you don't believe me, look it up. Because I did before I did this. Because, again, Eric understands and wants to show facts matter. Facts matter. Also, a side thing, I'm looking at a camera setting and everything, but I'm going to order a stick because my camera that I'm using, it's one of those things that you can just sit on top of that and everything. And my monitors, I have a double monitor pole, but it's a little too high, and it's sitting back, and it would show the door, stuff on my desk, stuff over here, because I don't have a filing cabinet yet, and I don't want to show you my mess here. But anyway, that's why I'm looking down a little bit. I'm not looking down on you, but I'm just looking down at the camera. And of course, I'm still training myself, and sometimes I'm looking at the monitor pole where it used to be. But the reason I don't want it on the pole is because it's not really attached there. It rocks sometimes. But anyway, let's go back. So, if you don't know, Mexico's president is the first female president that Mexico has finally got. They've never had a female president. And she has already battled Trump because he said that he was going to put a 20% tariff on Mexico. And she said, okay, if you're going to put a tariff on us, we're going to put a tariff on you. How about that? As far as Cuba, though, I haven't seen anything on the news about Cuba, whether about the change of the name or tariffs or anything like that. Then, of course, Greenland has already said, as far as the sale, no. If you think about Megan, I can't remember her last name, not Megan Thee Stallion, but the other singer, Megan, can't remember, but one of her songs, every time I see this, it comes in my mind saying, my name is no. My name is no. So Greenland is saying, my name is no. And Greenland is autonomous. However, they are still under the umbrella from the Kingdom of Denmark. Yes. So King Frederick X, who just got the crown a little less than a year ago, even changed the country's coat of arms, showing Greenland is under their control. And again, my name is no. No sale. No sale. So think about this. Why is Trump saying this, this, and this? Because he didn't say that when he was running for the president. He didn't say that, and he didn't do anything that in his first term. But I'm pretty sure he wanted to do this to put his name in a footnote in history, because he expanded America's land. Who's doing that right now? Let's see. Who else is doing this? I know. Putin, the president of Russia. He wants the land that the Soviet Union had before the Soviet Union was broken up. He wants Russia to be expanded back to that land size again. And is he a dictator? Absolutely. Absolutely. He does run for the presidency, just like Trump and some other places and everything. Prime ministers running and everything. And and people do vote. However, uh, we all of us know that the Russian elections are, excuse me, are suppressed. I can't remember the guy's name, but of course, I think his name is Alexei, who was running against him, and he couldn't stay in his home, and so he had to leave. And someone was always trying to kill him, either poisoning him, shooting at him, or something like that. And unfortunately, he was in jail and he died. That's still under the cloud. I don't know why our news is not looking at that. But anyway, Putin's opponents are being shut down, and some of them did die. And he wants, the biggest thing he's looking at right now is Ukraine. Because Ukraine has access to the water, to the ocean, so they could have a naval port. And Ukraine does not want to be back with Russia. Who else? Who else? I know. Now, he's not in a war right now, but Kim Jong-un, I look at him as a angry 5-year-old. An angry 5-year-old, children impersonating adults, I put him under that title, killed all of his family so that he could get into power, and is showing South Korea and everybody else, I had got missiles just like y'all do. I got missiles just like y'all do. And so he is there. And then on the other side, we have President Xi, president of China. And what do they want? What have they been focusing on forever? Taiwan. And Taiwan does not want to go back and be in a relationship with China. No, they don't. Now, is the United States in that? Not really, but we support Taiwan. We support Ukraine. And generally speaking, right now, we support Denmark. We support the Scandinavian on land. And there are only about, 56,000 people living in Greenland, and they're indigenous. Yes, they are first natives. What's going to happen to them if the United States buy them? President-elect Trump is saying, well, they're nice people. When did he talk about people being nice before? They're nice people on both sides. Remember the Tiki Torch people? They were nice people too. But here's the thing. They're focusing on that on day one. Not healthcare, not affordable housing, not student loan forgiveness, not what else? Not the budget. The biggest thing, government efficiency, and I'll circle back to Margaret Taylor Greene. She's on the Doge committee. Yes, they put her on Doge committee. Why is she not listing all this stuff? She's wanting to change the name. Stupid. But again, these are the people that were reelected. And they are MAGA factions. America first. And that's a little nugget for you too. I was looking at Project 25 versus America First, because they keep saying the America First agenda. Interestingly, when you put the Project 2025 side by side with the America First agenda. Interesting. Because even Google says, well, they're not the same, but they're connected. Interestingly. But the topics are pretty much the same. Deportation, Medicaid and Medicare changes, DEI, healthcare. What they are wanting to do is the same as Project 2025. The America First agenda, if you print it out, it is not 925 pages. No, it's not. But again, you don't have to believe me. Just Google Project 2025, pull that up, and then Google America First. You'll see Stephen Miller probably first, because he, as a lawyer, is with a law company called America First Legal, something like that. That's probably in the list too. And again, we have this guy over policy changes. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket science to connect the dots. You don't. But I'm not going to show that, because the biggest thing that I want you to understand is that you can connect the dots the same way that I can. You know, I'm not trying to influence anybody. I just want facts to be put out there so that everybody, even the MAGA people, even though they're not invited, but the MAGA people, because I don't have any friends who are MAGA factious intentionally, because you can't change their minds. But not all of them are the same. They're not. Some of you probably have friends and family who are MAGA supporters, but maybe you'll be able to change their minds and show them this is who you voted for. This is your Congress. It's our Congress too. But this is who they voted. We did not vote for them. We voted for other people. I'm not going to talk about people who did not vote, because I have an issue with that too. Short answer is, you can't complain if you didn't vote, because you didn't do your due diligence. You didn't do your... That's the biggest thing that we as citizens can do. Vote. But some of us did not vote. But again, I'm setting that aside. So for today, think about your elected officials and your elected representatives. The biggest thing that they're focusing on is changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, Gulf of the United States of America, Gulf of the U.S., something like that. And then buy Greenland. Buy Greenland. They kept focusing on our debt ceiling, but remember, when the government almost got shut down in December, what did Trump want the House to do? What did he want Mike Johnson to get in there? Remove the debt ceiling. Now, most people thought that removing the debt ceiling so that he could get all these tax cuts from the millionaires and the billionaires. But again, how much do you think it would cost to buy Greenland? Our debt, our budget would not support that. So again, get rid of the debt ceiling. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how much it would take to buy Greenland. I don't know. And honestly, just honestly, I don't care what the name of the Gulf is. I've only been to the Gulf one time when I went to Louisiana for Mardi Gras years ago. And my boyfriend and our friends who were down there, they said, let's just go to the beach, just so that we can say that we saw the Gulf, and so we did. Did we care about the name? No. Most people don't even say the Gulf of Mexico. We just say the Gulf. We don't care. We don't care about the name of the Gulf. But maybe we should. Maybe we should. Again, the United States does not control the entire Gulf of Mexico. We do not. We only control half of it. And the other half is controlled by Mexico and Cuba. And Greenland, I mean, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a military guy or anything, but not a lot of people live in Greenland, because even though it says Greenland, it has a lot of ice and snow on it. But of course, that could be a military installation. It could be a prison installation. One of China's worst prison, I believe it's still running, and it's in their ice area, North China, called I have a name in my head, but it's not that, but I know it starts with an S. Maybe that's what he wants to do. I don't know. But we'll see. He beat his chest about deporting everybody. But now they're talking about changing names and buying land. Really? But anyway, y'all think about that. A little chilly here in Charlotte, waiting on this storm coming on Friday. I still haven't been acclimated to the weather in Charlotte for the most part, except for summer. But I lived in Kansas City for 11 years, so this, not that much. But I don't like ice. I don't. Even in Kansas City, I'm 62, and I was on the bus going to work, and I fell on the ice on my tailbone. And on the third day, I couldn't stand up, and my muscles were spasming. And of course, they said that I damaged my tailbone, and they were matter of fact with me, saying, nothing we can do. You can just manage, just be careful and just manage the pain. But there's nothing we can do. Just like a nail or your teeth, you can't get it back. So be careful out there. If you're in the Charlotte Metro looking at this video, please be careful. Get home as soon as you can on Friday, and don't go out. If you don't need to go to work, you can wait till Sunday to do your errands. Don't go out. And don't order anything. I know there are gig economy people, Instacart, Uber Eats, all of those people. I know you need your money. You need your money. But if you need your money and you go out and then there's a car crash, guess where your money's going? Into the car crash, and then you're not going to get any more money that day because your car is out of commission. Safety first. Safety first. But anyway, y'all have a good day. Today's Wednesday. We'll see what we can do on Thursday as far as another video. And I will see you on the next video. Peace.